Hello everyone, just gonna make sure everything is good for the stream today. Make sure I'm not muted or anything before I start, because last thing I want is to stream and then, oh, I've been muted. So let's just make sure. And then, oh, I've been muted. Let's just make sure. Alright. Oh, I've been muted. Thank you, me. Okay, alright. Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another stream. And I know what you're thinking. We're not doing the end of Cuphead, we're not doing the dice, we're not doing the devil yet. That will come very soon, later this week. I think the last the last three streams were all Cuphead in a row, so taking a little bit of a break. I'm switching the content up, but eventually we will be doing the Cuphead stream sometime this week. We will beat it, but for right now, we're just doing a chill Fortnite session. That is it, right? Just want to have a good time, right? I don't want to beat my head over the wall having to play against King Dice over and over and over again, right? Let's play another game where I die a good amount, but I think I'm also slightly better and I can just chill and have a good time with y'all and share some dialogue and just, you know, share what's going on in my life, want to know what's going on in your life, and we just have a good time. Let's see. Yeah, my camera looks okay. Yeah. As you can see, I made my camera bigger for the stream today because, I don't know, I feel like sometimes when I use if you ever stream on PlayStation, if you ever use because you get three options, a small camera size, a medium camera size, and a large camera size. Right now I'm using the medium, and I was using the small camera size on Cuphead since there's a lot going on, as you can tell, and the bigger the camera size, I feel like it will block the game, so I won't be able to see the character, and I'll be able to die a lot more because, well, there's bullets and stuff going on in the top left corner, so I won't be able to see it. But I feel like the small camera size is slightly too small, so we decided to change it up for this stream. But anyway, you guys don't care about the technical stuff. Let's hop into it. Where should we go? Let's go here. Why not? It was the first place I saw on the map, so let's just go there. Spin for luck. Alright, let's go. If anyone's just tuning in, let me know where you're coming from. Is it the morning? Is it the afternoon? Is it at midnight? If it's at midnight, go to sleep. Because right now it's midday for me, about noon. So I'm curious. I hear some people fly my way. Oh, I got completely turned around. But you know what? I guess it's time we go here first. I got completely turned around because I was looking at the map and I was seeing where people were. Man, this is not exactly where I wanted to drop, but we'll make it work. The good thing is we'll have a gun, so then when we do get to Greasy, we'll have guns that we can mess some stuff up. I have a shotgun and a submachine gun, so I'm ready. Also, I feel like Fortnite is a way better game just to talk and chill, and I get to talk about, you know, some things like that's on my mind that I just want to talk about, because Cuphead, there's so much going on non-stop in boss fights that I never get the chance just to have a open dialogue and chill conversation with y'all, which that's something that I want to do. Once again, I want to build this into a community. So I feel like Cuphead is not the game for that, but this is. Especially when you have low expectations, you don't know what to expect in a game like this, but you're just here to have a good time. If we win, great. If we lose, alright, well, I wasn't planning on winning anyway. As long as we have fun, that's what matters. Oh, hello. Someone's got a shotgun, but I got a bush. Is the chest up top? Yes, it is. Oh, a rocket launcher. That's really good. And small shield. Okay. Oh. I hear you. Alright. Chat, I have an idea. Wherever they are, I'm gonna use a rocket launcher on them. Oh. Didn't mean to fall there. I heard there's shooting coming over there. Can you shoot again, please, so I know where you are? Ah, man. Oh, hello. That didn't hit you? Alright. How did that rocket not hit you? That's unfair, game. I feel like that rocket should have hit you. Whatever. At least we killed him anyway. But I wanted that to look cool. Alright. Hello. Where'd you shoot that at? I heard that. Where? I have a rocket with your name on it. Hopefully I'm accurate this time. Man, I wanted that to look cool. Dropping down from the roof and hitting the rocket and killing them, or at least doing damage. I don't think I even did damage on them. Oh, I hear shooting. Let's go. Hello. Oh. You know what? Rocket time. Oh, come on! I'm horrible when it comes to rockets. Oh. There's someone else. Okay. Gotcha. Hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Oh man, this is the game. I'm feeling good right now. That's 4 kills immediately. Nice. A light machine gun. Alright, do I take the bush or the bandages? I'm gonna keep... Oh. The game lagged for a second. Like... Where'd you go? Oh. There we go. That was weird. He kind of like teleported. He was running over here, but then he randomly teleported over here. What am I looking at? Alright. Nice. Alright, I think we cleared out this area. Game stopped lagging now. Thank you. I'm not doing good with the rocket. I feel like the shots are on point. They're just avoiding, I guess. That sucks. I have 1 left. Another rocket launcher and a chug jug. I'm gonna replace you. Alright. Bold strategy. Drop the light machine gun. Nice. Okay. Once again, I think we cleared out this area. There's no one else here. Doesn't sound like it, at least. I hear a chest. I think that's up top. No. Maybe below? Oh. Run out. Okay. Well, alright. Thank you, Storm, I guess. What? He was auto-running. Alright. Alright, let me see. We have to go a ways away for the storm, so let's start heading there. So that we don't get caught by something with a minute to go. Top 30. 5 people killed. Nice. Already a good start to the stream. I see a loot balloon. I know I call them loot balloons. I know that's not what they're called, but I'm gonna keep saying that. But I see a loot balloon, but it's all the way over there, which is the complete opposite end of where I am. Not convenient. Alright, so we're out of the storm. Cool. So now, we can see where they're shooting at, target them, and end people's life. Because now we're safe. Was that satisfying? Hope so. Oh god! Woo! Hope that looked cool. Completely didn't notice the bridge was out, but I hope that looked cool. The last second reflexes. Alright, can someone be shooting? I'm ready. I'm ready for a fight. I'm bored. Maybe there's something going on in Fields. Let's head there. Because that's the midway point through the storm. I don't need chests, I have good loot, but I can't just not take the chest. Otherwise I feel like someone else will take it. Alright, so we're at Fatal Fields. How fatal is these fields? I hope I'm not one of them. Oh, is that some shooting? I saw a red dot on the compass. Whoa. Alright. The game's lagging and glitching a little bit. Hope that's on the stream's end as well and not just me, because otherwise I sound crazy. Oh, hello. Ah, man. I should have used a rocket there. Alright. Well, we got... What are we in with? 5 kills for the first game on after a couple days, so not bad. Not a good start. Not that bad of a start is what I meant to say. And take my chug jug. Hope that helps you. Alright, cool. But chat, can the game stop glitching and lagging? I don't know what's going on. I have good internet and everything, otherwise I would not be streaming. But chat, let me know if any of y'all have seen the newest MCU failure called The Marvels. Not sure if you heard of it. Let me know if you've seen it. I haven't, and can't jump off that. That's what I want to do. But let me know if you've seen The Marvels. I haven't, nor do I ever plan on seeing it, because as soon as I saw the first trailer for The Marvels, I was like, this movie does not look good. It's not made for me, and nope. I pass. And the only way I think I would ever see the movie is it comes out by people saying, oh, this movie's actually secretly good, like, you know. Oh, didn't mean to drop all the way down there. Let's go Fields, why not? It secretly comes out by, you know, reviewers that, hey, this movie didn't look like much, but it's actually really surprisingly good, right? It's actually a hidden gem. Then I'll be like, you know what? Okay, I'll see it. But considering that the Marvels had the lowest opening in MCU history, and it's not good from what I've heard, is quite the it's quite the recipe for disaster. Alright, a lot of people are dropping here, so let me quickly get a gun before people come in and destroy me. Alright, well, this is a slightly more hectic than last time. I hear footsteps outside. Where are you? Alright, taking the big pot. Nice. I want to continue talking about the Marvels, even though I haven't seen it, but I hear someone. Oh, hello. I heard someone nearby. Dance. Alright, hope you enjoyed that, person spectating me. Go back to the lobby. Alright, person shooting down there. Let's go take him out. Whew! Alright. Now you. Go back to the lobby. Nice. That was sick. I know it looked horrible. I'm probably playing against a bot, but it still looked cool. You have to admit, chat. Alright. I think another area cleared. Can I now talk about the Marvels? I think so. Alright. Can I hide in this? No. Alright. Let me quickly organize my inventory this way. Alright, so as I was saying with the Marvels, a movie that I was not planning on seeing because The trailers did not look good in the slightest, which is surprising because Marvel's even typically known for having good trailers, especially good trailers for bad movies. Like, chat, you cannot lie that the Quantumania trailers, the Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness trailers, even the Thor Love and Thunder trailers, they were solid. They were pretty good. It got you excited for it. But when you saw the movie, it was totally different than what you were expecting, and it wasn't a good movie at all. But it still was a good trailer that got you in your seat. This, with the Marvels, was not even a good trailer. So I'm like, already, this movie is fighting an uphill battle, and this movie is clearly not meant for me. I'm not on board with the MCU movement. How it's not that I have a problem with, you know, oh, female characters, or hell, even the strong female characters. The problem I have with it, with Disney, is they're going about it in, to me, the most, what's the word? Hypocritical and I can't think of another word for it. Hypocritical and disingenuous, I think is the right word I was trying to put. The most disingenuous way possible, right? Because they're not creating strong female characters. What they're doing is they're creating female characters, telling you multiple times how they're strong and independent, and then on top of that, taking previously well-liked male characters and then dumbing them down so the female characters can look better. They're making the male characters unlikable and incompetent just so, oh, the woman character can come in and save the day. Right? Because that's what happened with, you know, Multiverse of Madness, for instance, with, you know, Doctor Strange, who is not my favorite, you know, character in the slightest, but I think he's a solid character. How he wasn't able to save the day at the very end. It was America Chavez, a female character. In Thor Love and Thunder, Thor, a character that is one of the pinnacles of the entire MCU, and I would say the final veteran left standing, because obviously there's no Captain America, there's no Iron Man, there's no Black Widow anymore, right? Thor, the last, like, big piece in the original MCU. Take a look at what he was in Love and Thunder, right? Completely dumbed down, didn't do much of anything. Why? Because, oh, here's this Jane Foster character who's a female, so you gotta make her the one to take out Gore and everything, to make her the one that does everything, because women can do everything like men can. Right? Because it's not the problem I have with, you know, strong female characters. So I'll make that very clear. It's not I have a problem with female characters and strong female characters being independent, being able to do their own thing. That's not what I have a problem with. What I have a problem with is dumbing down previously really good characters in order to build up somebody else. That's the problem I have. Because there are plenty of examples of really good, strong female characters that exist that I really like. For instance, Princess Leia in the original trilogy, solid, great, strong female character, and there's a reason why they're the most well-liked characters in the Star Wars universe. There's a reason for that. If I ignore the final season of Game of Thrones, Daenerys, another very strong female character, right? As long as I ignore the final season of what they did to her, but the first few seasons, Daenerys, very good character. Strong, independent, the definition of that, because she wants to be the breaker of chains, and she wants to, you know, lead Westworld, Westeros. I don't know where I thought of Westworld. Leave Westeros and show that there can be a ruler in the land that's not a tyrant and a hypocrite. Well, that's what she turned out to be in the end, But for that moment, the first few seasons, a strong female independent character. And people liked her. Who knew? People like good characters. People don't like characters who are aggravating, are not written well, are not used properly, or characters that you really, really liked, they were changed and dumbed down in order to make room for someone else. That's what people don't like. So I say all that to say, Marvels clearly was not a movie that was made for me. It's made for the MCU movement, where you gotta make all these strong female independent characters to show that not only are they strong and independent, but they're actually superior to men. For some reason, Disney, but okay. So, you have that as a baseline. Alright. The villain, once again, I've not seen the movie, but I'm just, repeating things of what I've heard. The villain is apparently someone that is nice. The villain apparently is someone that is so forgettable. I don't even know there was a villain just based on they were never in the trailers. But apparently there is a villain, and they are so forgettable, and you don't know what they do, what the powers are, anything, because the movie doesn't tell you any of that. You're just like, alright, that's a female villain. Alright. People called her, apparently called her the female Karen of the MCU. Which, if that's your villain in a already female-dominant movie, that should tell you something. Let me swap this out. Should I take minis? Well, there's one of each, so I think the big pot's probably better to take. Yeah. Oh, rocket launcher. Maybe I can hit someone with this time. And normal AR. Great. I could have sworn I saw someone building up there. Let's climb up top. Stop that game! All over the place. For some reason, the game's fault, because apparently Epic cannot handle streaming today for some reason. Maybe that's how I'm getting kills, it's because I'm looking invisible to other people who are being killed by me, but that's not my fault. That's more of Epic Games' fault. Nice. Alright, now that we can chill for a second, so yeah, I didn't know that there was a female villain in the movie to begin with, but the fact that there is, and people are calling her the worst female villain ever, and the equivalent of the MCU's Karen, should tell you everything. And they're saying that they're the most forgettable villain ever, which, to me, is quite the accomplishment, because, to me, what has always been one of the worst characters, villain-wise, in the MCU and the most forgettable, is it's either Ghost or Shadow. It's the female villain in Ant-Man the Wasp, the person with the white suit who's able to, like, teleport or, like, phase through stuff. Once again, that should tell you how forgettable they are, because I don't even remember their name. That is, to me, one of the worst villains in the MCU. It has nothing to do with the actress and the person as a whole. I'm sure they're a very nice, decent person, but they just were not used properly to make you remember them or care about them in the slightest. That's the difference. Apparently, other people have complained about how in the Marvels, Nick Fury is, joking around and, being very like upbeat and positive. But apparently, according to Secret Invasion, the Disney Plus show, or Secret Wars, whatever it's called, Secret something, he's very depressed and it's very gritty and it's the complete opposite of what you expect. So seeing Secret Invasion, Secret Wars, whatever it is, to then see how he is in this movie, people are getting this huge whiplash of, this is not the same person. Which to me, now once again, I've not seen anything. I've not seen much of the Disney Plus MCU shows because personally, I don't care that much. And from what I've heard, all of them are bad, so I don't feel like I should waste my time on something like that. But apparently the people who did see that show have said that he's completely different than what he's like in the movie. Which tells me that Disney, Marvel, Kevin Feige have no idea what they're doing with the MCU in this new multiverse saga. Because obviously last time it was the Infinity Saga, the multiverse, they have no idea what they're doing. Which is kind of sad because of what they were able to do before with the Infinity Saga, but nowadays it's clear they have no idea what they're doing. And that's kind of a toxic relationship because the products they release are bad and everything, but similar to how I feel with 2K. Hey, that's not fair. Oh God. Oh God. Alright. So I can't hit someone with a rocket launcher, but they can hit me. Got it. But apparently in the show, Nick Fury is very like depressed and very gritty because it's like a spy thriller show. I apparently use thriller in quotes from what I've heard. But in this movie, he's very positive, which tells me that they have no idea what they're doing in the multiverse saga. They have no plan and they just do stuff at random and just hope that whatever they do, some show or some movie, they just hope that something sticks and then they just keep going, right? There's no plan in place. Because apparently, from what I've heard, there's a rumor out there that Kang the Conqueror, the guy that we are supposed to see as this next Thanos, this next big bad, who is supposed to be the villain in, this new phase of Marvel, apparently, there's a rumor out there that it's not Kang anymore. Mainly because two reasons. A, it's not working well, whatever Marvel's doing, if they have a plan, which I doubt. But B, another reason is Jonathan Majors cannot stay outside of a courtroom for 5 minutes. So apparently, they're looking to someone else as the new big bad villain, which, if that is true, you're hyping up Kang as this new big bad, for us to compare it with Thanos and everything, of how, they brought in Thanos, now you have to look at Kang the same way. If they are doubling down and bringing in someone completely brand new because they cannot do it, that's cowardly. That's cowardly, and once again, it proves everyone's point and theories right, that Marvel has no idea what they're doing. Right. They have no idea what they're doing. Because let's think about this for a second. People are saying like, oh, you need to be patient, right? This is now like an MCU tangent, so I hope you enjoy. I'm just getting all my thoughts out. But people saying, oh, this is a new phase of Marvel. Not every event has to be like Infinity War, Endgame, so you gotta be patient and, wait for them to build up new stories. Okay. So, by that logic then, phase 1 of the MCU ended with the Avengers and a post-credit scene of Thanos. They didn't know how they were going to bring in Thanos specifically. They didn't have the plan in place, but they knew they were going to want to bring in him some way or another. At some point, they were going to bring in Thanos. How did this phase of Marvel end it? Well, they ended with Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. That, I mean, that's it. That's how they ended it. But does it feel connected to Multiverse of Madness, to No Way Home, to WandaVision, to Loki? Does Wakanda Forever feel connected to Love and Thunder, Miss Marvel? Does it feel connected to anything you've seen? Chances are probably not. So I can't really buy that, saying, oh, you just have to be patient, wait for them to build up new stories. Every single movie feels like its own thing and doesn't feel connected in any other way. It doesn't, right? But in the Infinity Saga, it did, because once again, you bring in Thanos for the post-credit scene in Avengers. You bring in, the Guardians 1 was the first movie that brought in the Infinity Stones, right? And it was also the first movie that Thanos really got some screen time. And then he was another post-credit scene in Avengers Age of Ultron. So clearly, they're leaning very heavy in the Infinity Stones. And well, the first movie that brought in Infinity Stones, guess what? Thanos was there. This movie is dealing with the multiverse, but we've had multiple multiverse movies. Kane wasn't there, and the one movie that he was there,
So I tell him it's one of me, he making fun of me. His girl is a bum to me, like that boy is a cap. Saying he home, but I know where he at. Like, so I tell him it's one of me, he making fun of me. His girl is a bum to me, like that boy is a cap. Saying he home, but I know where he at. Like, so I tell him it's one of me, he making fun of me.
the one movie he was there, they completely ruined him. So much so that Kang the Conqueror, this variant version of him in some way, is able to blast laser beams through his hands and everything and take out timelines, supposedly from what we've seen in like a flashback, gets defeated and overwhelmed by ants who were able to penetrate his force field. And then got kicked into some alternate dimension from Scott and Hope. So he's gone. For some reason. This new big bad villain you're supposed to hype up and see as Thanos gets defeated by a Baskin-Robbins employee. Why? And the Quantumania movie's not even that good to begin with, which is also disappointing because I have my own complaints about that movie. It just boils down to, it's a movie that feels so inconsistent, right? I think the biggest problem I have with the movie is, well, one of many, is Cassie, how she was handled. How she is this very, like, up in arms, like, very, radical, protesty, outspoken kind of person, right? But is also a super genius who's able to make a portal into the quantum realm. Because reasons. I not mean turn off auto right, man. But yeah, very clearly they do not have a plan for the MCU with Kane, with what this whole multiverse saga is, because seriously, you cannot tell me that the movies we've seen in the Infinity Saga verse the movies we've seen in the multiverse saga, they're connected anyway. Right? Now look, not every single movie was connected in this big theme in the Infinity Saga and the, right? But most of them were, right? For instance, the only reason people, you know, cared about who Captain Marvel was and watched her first movie, even though it was a very boring, bland movie that didn't make you feel like that was just mid. The only reason people watched it is because it was released between Infinity War and Endgame, the two biggest movies the MCU has ever put out. And Marvel themselves came out and said that, oh, you know, she's stronger than any Avenger we've seen. They can take out Thanos, you know, by themselves. So you're curious in their movie, like, okay, how strong really are they? You didn't get to see much, but that's the reason why people saw the movie to begin with. Same thing with, you know, Ant-Man and the Wasp, a movie that is mid, that doesn't matter at all, but it dealt with the quantum realm because, oh, the quantum realm is how they're going to be able to unstep everyone and bring everyone back in Endgame. That's the reason why people saw that movie, at least why I saw it. Right? But compare that, so movies that are just mid on their own, but they mean something and they have a purpose with the Infinity Saga, like the end goal and everything, which is Endgame, of course. Compare that to what we've seen in the Multiverse Saga for about a phase and a half. We have... Hello. Thank you. I'll do it if I must. I'll do it myself. Perfectly balanced as all things should be. Alright, but you cannot tell me every single movie we've seen up to this point in the MCU has been connected in some way and it means something, right? Because go down the list from what I remember off the top of my head of releases. Black Widow, a movie that should have been released years ago, right? In real time, should have been released years ago. And apparently took place during like the Captain America Civil War days, which doesn't make any sense because the previous movie that everyone has seen is Endgame. Well, Civil War came out years ago, so that's why I say that it should not have been released at the time that it did. Black Widow deserved their own movie, but releasing a movie that, time-wise, is supposed to be connected to Civil War way back then, years ago, after just seeing something in Infinity War, it's a huge time jump. You're like, wait, that did happen, but that was years ago, right? Like, for context, that was when Spider-Man was first introduced into the MCU. That was that time frame. So you're watching Endgame, and the very next movie is, you watch that. You gotta remember, like, oh yeah, that did happen years ago. So, already off to a bad start. A mid-movie that should have been released years ago, that people just don't remember, like, jeez, that was so long ago, right? Next movie was... What was the next movie? Let's see, it was Black Widow. Alright, chat, you gotta help me remember here. It was Black Widow, and then was it Eternals? Or is it something before that? I don't know, because I know after Black Widow, that's when they really went to the Disney Plus phase where they did, like, you know, WandaVision, Loki, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, that kind of thing. What was the next MCU movie? Eternals? Let's just say it was. So, Eternals, a movie that apparently was hated, that no one saw, and you bring in these characters that has never been mentioned, that nobody's cared about, but have been around for like tens of thousands of years since the creation of the universe, and they're just now getting brought up for the first time, right? There's a big like space god just, you know, camping out in space that has never been seen, never been brought up before until now, which is interesting that they're just now bringing it up. That's just always been there, apparently, but we just ignored it. No Way Home, a good movie, right? A very good movie, but I mean, that movie was not gonna fail. You bring in Spider-Man, which is the most loved and probably the most popular characters in superhero comics ever. You bring that in with nostalgia bait with, you know, Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin, Alfred Molina's Doc Ock, Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield. That movie was not, Jamie Foxx, that movie was not gonna fail, if we're being honest. And that movie is supposed to be watched in a packed theater because when, you know, Andrew Garfield and Tobey show up, there's this big silence for 10 seconds because, well, Marvel padded in for people to get up and cheer and everything. So if you watch at home, it's you're sitting there like, okay, cool, I guess. And then we bring in Multiverse of Madness, which is a movie that was hyped up because you have Sam Raimi. It's gonna be madness. It's dealing with the multiverse, right? It's multiverse saga. Clearly, this should be really important. They don't do much with it. The two universes you spend time in is the Pizza Popper universe, right? The dark, gritty, like black goo universe with like, you know, the alternate Doctor Strange, whatever, the evil version of the music. And then the version, the universe that is just Earth, I guess. So 3 universes. The multiverse you get is that big splash scene where you go through a bunch of universes for like a minute. There's your multiverse. There's your madness. But as we know, chat, we all know these Spider-Verse movies way better at showing something that is like a multiverse. Right? But disappointing. It was gonna be like, you know, horror and like, you know, scary based, but they brought in some scary elements, but there was also some of the worst writing and confusing decisions ever. They intentionally brought in people like the X-Men and Fantastic Four just to get you excited, and then they killed them immediately because women. And the biggest downfall was definitely Thor Love and Thunder, right? A movie that was directed by Taika Waititi, who made Thor a very, very good character after Ragnarok, but clearly that was lightning in a bottle and clearly cannot make the magic again because for some reason this movie leaned in way too heavy on the funny, the goofy things, which is weird because you have someone like Gore who's a, you know, slayer of gods and everything. You have a character who's dying of cancer, but right, you have kids being kidnapped by, once again, a god butcher. All this, you know, dark, depressing stuff. So why is it funnier or trying to be funnier than Ragnarok, for instance? I don't know. Right? It deals a lot of depressing themes, but it still is not afraid to be funny because, well, you can't get too depressed. We have to throw in a joke just to, you know, appease the audience. Right? So that's obviously one of the biggest complaints. Making Jane Foster cringe with every word she says because you got to build her up, so let's intentionally make Thor a character that has never worked with people, right? Let's be honest. Thor, as much of him being an OG Avenger and like, I see you. As much of him being an OG, like Avenger and everything, like very important, he wasn't clicking with people as much as like, you know, Iron Man and Captain America, for instance. So he finally was able to click with people and have some good character work in Ragnarok. There is a reason why people say Ragnarok is one of the best movies in the MCU. To take all of that great character development after all these years and then downgrade him once again to build out this new Thor character, this woman. Why? Right? After years and years of him getting fine character work, and then finally doing it good for once that people were satisfied with, just to turn around and revert it back in reverse diminishes all that work. I'm killing one. Gotcha one. Alright, I know there's one left. Because I was getting shot from both directions. Yep. Well, I got one kill. That's all that mattered to me. Let's see. Continue on my MCU rant. Let's see. What else? And you also had Gore, the God Butcher, played by the GOAT Christian Bale. But he never slaughtered any gods. He never did anything. He was a great actor, but they didn't do anything with him. You have an amazing actor playing an iconic villain role for Thor, and you don't do anything with it. But I'm sorry, but saying that, you know, all gods must die, he's gonna, you know, slaughter all gods. You can't say, oh, well, he did slaughter a god in the first, like, 5 minutes of the movie. To me, that doesn't count. Because he kills him, and then he makes a promise, saying that all gods must die. So until after that point, not a single god dies. Unless you count Zeus, which it looked like he died, but A, that was by Thor, and B, Zeus didn't die, he's back. So, after Gore makes this promise of all gods must die, not a single god dies after that. Which is disappointing. Because then, why would you say in the first place if you weren't going to do anything with it? If you're saying all gods must die, you better show something that shows that. But nope. Let's go here, why not? What else can I talk about with the MCU? So, that's Love and Thunder out the way. Once again, I minimalized it to a basic way of putting it, my review. Because I'm just, you know, doing a lightning round of all the MCU movies we've seen, trying to show the point how there is no plan with the multiverse saga. Marvel has no idea what they're doing. They just keep releasing a movie or releasing a show, and then afterwards, seeing the horrible reception, seeing the horrible audience reviews, and then being like, alright, well, what do we do next? Because we don't have a plan. So let's see, what's the next movie? We talked about No Way Home. We talked about Love and Thunder. We talked about Multiverse of Madness. And we kind of talked about Quantumania, how it was a movie that's supposed to hype up Kane as this new big bad. He's supposed to be the next Thanos, but he dies for some reason, right? To not even that good or strong of a character. And I think when I saw that, I realized the main problem with Marvel doing this whole multiverse thing is because it's the same thing with, you know, Dream Theory with like other movies and like other pieces of media, is there are no consequences. And they can do whatever they want and they know that, oh, it all works out in the end. It's similar to, for instance, Palpatine being able to predict the future, or like Dream Theory, for instance, right? Because basically, what I'm trying to say is my point, is Kane, a variant of him can die in Quantum Mania, but guess what? Oh, there's a million other versions of Kane, there's a bunch of other variants, so it doesn't matter that that version's dead, because there's some other version out there just waiting to show up. So he's still around, and then once that version dies, well, there's another one you just throw out there. So there's no stakes, right? It's the same thing with Dream Theory, how, you know, nothing matters because nothing actually happened, nothing was real. And the same thing happened with, like, oh, this character's able to predict the future, right? Because if something goes wrong, well, it doesn't matter, because as long as they get to the end goal still, then it doesn't matter. They're still able to predict the future. Even though things went wrong, which is hypocritical. Because things went wrong, then you can't predict the future. Right? Because that's the main drawback in, you know, oh, defending Quantum Mania that I've seen is, well, you know, there's a bunch of other variants out there. He's not really dead. He's gonna come back and everything. And there's other versions out there. But why are we able to accept that? Why are we able to just accept that, oh, well, it doesn't matter because there's another version out there, so we just have to accept it and just move on and just accept whatever Marvel gives us because, well, they know what they're doing, when clearly they don't. Right? Because there are movies out there that deal with the multiverse, that have stakes, that have consequences, that have tension. How are you not dead yet? This is a legendary. Alright, thank you. But there's a lot of movies out there that deal with the multiverse, that deal with consequences, and have stakes. Once again, I would implore you to watch the first part of Across the Spider-Verse. And you tell me if those movies, if that movie has stakes, or there's consequences, or makes you feel tense, or makes you feel any emotion. Because that movie also... Ah, man. I tried to use the strongest gun, but it just failed. But rewatch Across Spider-Verse Part 1, and you'll see there's stakes, there's consequences, there's plot, things happen, right, in that multiverse movie. And compare that to any multiverse movie that we've seen from the MCU, especially someone like, you know, Quantum Mania, for instance, or Multiverse of Madness. And you'll see a big difference. One deals with consequences and shows that things happen, there are consequences, and one just skates by and does whatever they want because, well, it doesn't matter because if this person, you know, fails, this person dies, whatever, well, there's a backup right behind them, so it'll all work out in the end. Rewatching Across the Spider-Verse Part 1 and rewatching those movies made it clear, like, yeah, Marvel has no idea what they're doing. But other people who are dealing with multiverse stuff, they do know what they're doing. So keep watching those people who know what they're doing. Should we go with Tilted? Let's go with Tilted just once. Alright, I'm probably gonna die instantly, but you know what? I don't think it's a Fortnite stream unless we don't drop to Tilted. Alright. Well, I think that's my MCU tinge out of the way. I think I've talked about everything I wanted to. Basically harping the point that Disney has no idea what they're doing. Which is frustrating. Because I'm someone who's been part of the MCU, been part of the fan base for as long as I can remember, and seeing them not do stuff correctly, and there's clearly a severe downgrade in quality. It's frustrating because I know that they can do something like that. They can make that Infinity War magic again because they've done it before. And it's frustrating to see that the magic is gone, I guess. But I'm still going to be around. It's the same thing of how I feel with, 2K, for instance. How the recent 2K games are not what I remember. They're not on the caliber of 2K games that I remember that were very, very good. But I still stuck around. I still buy it every year because I just can't give it up, and it's frustrating when they don't get another game released right. The game's not good because I've seen them get it right before, right? I've seen Marvel, have quite a cinema event that you can't miss, like Infinity War and Endgame, because they had movies like Guardians 1 or, Spider-Man Homecoming or Far From Home, right? Or The Avengers or Captain America Winter Soldier, right? They have all those great movies. Yes, there's some bad ones like Thor the Dark World and stuff, but those highs are really high, and there's definitely a sense of quality. Just like with 2K, for instance, where, the high ones like 2K11, 2K16 gets overshadowed by the bad ones like 2K18, for instance. Hello, Deadpool. Marvel vs. Marvel. Well, technically, yeah. Alright. Oh, come on! Okay. Am I chill now? Can I do some shield?
So I tell him it's one of me. He making fun of me. His girl is a bum.
Alright. Please let me do shield now. And let me finish the point I was trying to make. Let's say we're at 2K, for instance, where strong ones. Oh, come on! What now? You? Oh! You're out right away from me. Nope. Not you.
So I tell him it's one of me. He making fun of me. His girl is a bum to me. Like that boy is a cap. Saying he home, but I know where he at. Like, so I tell him it's one of me. He making fun of me. His girl is a bum to me. Like that boy is a cap. Saying he home, but I know where he at. Like, so I tell him it's one of me. He making fun of me. His girl is a bum to me.
Alright,
like that
cool. Okay, can I... what? Were you just waiting for me? What? Were you just waiting for me to finish? How long were you there? How long were you there? Were they just waiting for me to finish? And then once I turned around, that's when they started shooting? They were just waiting to see how long I would take? What the heck? I wish I knew how long they were there, because if it is true that they were just waiting there until I was done, that is crazy. They're actually being nice to me. That deserves a dance. What the heck happened? Right, why were they just sitting there? Okay. I thought I heard someone else. I'm like, jeez, I cannot get a break. Oh, come on. Thank you. Let's do this for now, since we're in Tilted. And I don't have time for it. But yeah, for every like 2K11, 2K16, like really good ones out there, there's like ones like 2K18, for instance, right? And seeing the recent releases of like 2K22, 2K23, 2K24, I mean, they're fine mid games, but they're not special. They're not something that I, look back on finally like, you know what? That was a really good year, right? I don't have that feeling anymore, which sucks because I know 2K can make those special games, but they're just not there anymore. But I'm still sticking around because it's just a toxic relationship, because every year I hope the good times can return. Similar to the MCU. I'm sticking around because I want the good times to return. Even though I don't even know if they can anymore. Alright. Is Tilted cleared out? If so, we survived. Man, I seriously wish I knew when they showed up. Because seriously, if it is true that they were waiting there, and it's waiting for me to finish, being patient, that is clip and montage worthy. That is funny. So I wish I knew. Well, I think that's my MCU feedback, rant, tangent, whatever you want to call it. I think I've said everything that I wanted to say. Basically, the point is, they have no plan in place, they have no idea what they're doing. And the fact that I'm not the only one thinking this, that a lot of audiences are just fed up and done with the MCU as a whole, and the fact that the Marvels had the lowest MCU release in the box office ever should tell you that's not working. Ah, man, I missed. Man, if only they're not behind that rock, I can hit them. I'm not saying excuses. Oh, I hit the completely wrong button. No! Chat, I am horrible when it comes to building. Gotcha! Haha! Sniped one. Oh, gotcha. Come on, that didn't hit him? Oh, come on! Oh, there's two of them. I want to get a kill shot with a sniper. Ah, man! Gotcha! Alright. Well, there's one or more over there. Yeah, I'm over here. Thank you! I'm like, Jesus, come on, kill him! Alright, let's go pick up that loot. That was not smooth, but hey, we got one sniper kill. That's all I wanted. We deserve this. Oh wait, no. I want... If I can get sniper bullets, that'll be amazing. Oh, I completely built that wrong. Alright, we got there anyway. Blue AR. Oh, stop that game. All right. Cool. Let's go this way. Oh, come on, a porta-fort. You prick. Oh. I got it. Turn around. Oh man, that was lucky. Man, the tire made me bounce to get turned around, so I didn't know where he was. Alright, I need a heal. Now. Alright, let me go in this port before. Thank you. Oh. No, let me get in the door. Come on. Thank you. Alright. Let's heal up. Top 10. We have 8 kills. I don't know if we should be alive because we got lucky there. Because when he bounced on the tire, it turned us around, so he was behind me. I didn't know where he was. Oh. Hello. Oh, I thought I had sniper shots. I picked up sniper ammo. Well, now you're too far away. Man. The good thing is, the person who threw this porta-fort, they're now gone. So will people even think that there's someone in here? Alright, top 10. Right? Will people even think that there's someone in here? I'm staying up here. I have 8 kills, I'm fine. I do wish I had more ammo on my sniper, though. Nope, doesn't look like there's anyone there. Just checking. Someone's shooting from there. Where are you? Oh. Shaq, can I hit this? A 97! You didn't see that. You don't know where I am. You don't know where I am. Alright, that's a warning shot. Considering I hit you once. That's a shot letting you know that I can hit you. Alright, let's leave. Alright. So he has no idea where I am. But I know where you are. You just know it's somewhere behind you. Alright. So he's right over there. Is he still up there? I hope not. Oh man, if I can get this loot balloon, that'll be amazing. It's dropping down right next to me. Alright. Please don't let anyone else get this. Because I need better weapons. We're in the top 8. And I have blue and green guns. A launch pad. Ooh. Alright. Oh man, do I have time for this? This is a bad idea. Just stand out here in the open. Alright. So we have a launch pad. And I don't want to drop the sniper, but I'm like, the rocket launcher might be better. Is he still up there? I think he might be up there still. I don't know. Well, we blew some of that up. I do not have great guns. I know I have a gold rocket launcher, but I'm not good with aiming that, as we've seen in the previous part of the stream. I've had like, what, 2-3 opportunities to kill someone with a rocket launcher, and I completely whiffed. Are you anything good? Nah, not really. I mean, I got ammo, which is good. Another med kit, I will gladly take that. Oh! Aw, man. Well, I didn't get to use it. Maybe I should have used the gold rocket launcher, but I don't know, I feel like I would have blown myself up. So we've been streaming for about an hour and a half. Scheduled downtime. Oh. Maybe that's the reason why Fortnite has been laggy for me a little bit today. Let's see. Is there anything else we can do, or should we end stream for today? I think we might end stream since we talked about everything we wanted to, especially when it comes to Marvel and the MCU. Because like I said, not planning on seeing the Marvels. I think the only reason why I would say I would see it is surprising. Hold on one second. If it has surprised people and it's actually a really good movie, then I'll be like, you know what? All right, I'll give it a chance. But the fact that it's horrible reviews, worst box office opening in the MCU's history, I'll be like, all right, I think I know not to see it. But I think that's going to do it for this stream. So I hope you guys enjoyed. And once again, the Cuphead stream of the finale will be coming very soon. Looking forward to that. I just need more time dedicated to playing that because I have no idea how long it's going to take. I just know it's going to take a while because I have the King Dice and the Devil left. And King Dice, that fight should be interesting because I have to beat a couple of mini bosses before I even get a chance to fight him. So it could take a while. It's like the Baroness von Bonbon fight where you have to fight 3 mini bosses before you get to her. To fight her, actually. It's that on steroids because apparently it takes a lot longer. So I need way more time in my day dedicated to that because I have no idea how long it could take. It could take several hours to beat. But, I mean, I beat the robot, I beat the bee, I beat the dragon, I beat Calamaria. I beat all of them in one day. So we'll see how it goes. But once again, hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys for that stream and for future streams later on. Peace.